From Taste the Truth, could Golden State trade the second pick and filler for Buddy Hield, Bielitsa, and the Kings, which is number 12 overall?
Yeah, let's see, man. So Golden State in this one would be getting Buddy Hield, Nemanja Bielitsa, and the 12th overall pick. But see, the problem is
your filler almost has to be Wiggins,
it's
right?
It's Wiggins, and at that point, I don't do it unless, there's just not a lot unless you include Draymond, but the Warriors would not be doing that.
You know that I like Hield, but I feel like trading for Hield puts you right back into your D'Angelo Russell issue, where now you got three guards who aren't great defensively outside of Clay, and I don't know how they all fit together.
And you don't get what you really need in this, which is a big man. Nemanja Bjelica is a good player, but he's not going to be the defensive rebounding big man that the Warriors want. He's more of that power forward, stretch four kind of guy, and that's not really what Golden State needs. You're not going to find a big man at 12 that is going to be worth taking at 12. Like, the drop-off from James Wiseman and Onyeka Okongwu in this draft is pretty significant. So if I'm the Warriors, I don't think trading down to 2 for 12, Bielitsa and Hield, plus whoever you have to add in, a.k.a. Wiggins, is worth it if you're Golden State.
Well, Warriors fans, if you're looking for some new face coverings, we got you guys covered at chatsports.com/NBA mask. And don't worry, they're also available for all of the NBA teams if you don't cheer for Golden State. Check out the full assortment of all the different colors and schemes and variety and 2 and 3 and 4 packs at chatsports.com/NBA mask. We'll put that link for you guys in the comments and in the description. So all you guys have to do is click, find your favorite team, and figure out which mask you want to go with. They are 30% off, by the way, for a limited time at chatsports.com/NBA mask. Still with the Warriors here from KW. If the Dubs stay at number 2, doubts it, who should they draft?
He says he wants Deni Avdija, and they do love Deni Avdija.
I think that's a decent fit.
It's a good fit, but you just can't take him at 2. If you're going to take someone based on fit at 2, you got to take either Wiseman or Onyeka Okongwu. I think that is the realistic answer there. But look, if I'm the Warriors, I take the most talented player available, which is probably going to be LaMelo Ball. I think Edwards goes number 1 because I think that fit in Minnesota makes way too much sense. So if you're going based on best available, which is what I think the Warriors should do here, you take LaMelo, see if he turns into something, and maybe you flip him later. But I'm not ready to take a big man with my second pick, even if it does fill a need.
If you do want Deni Avdija, how far would you be able to trade down before you end up losing if someone else takes him? Like, what draft pick?
I love that you asked that question because the Chicago Bulls are the team that are looking really hard at LaMelo and looking really hard to get to number 2. Chicago has that 4th overall pick. That's right in the sweet spot for Deni Avdija, who I think goes 4 or 5. So if the Warriors are like dead set on him, you trade down to 4. Maybe you get Wendell Carter Jr. from the Bulls and number 4. You take Avdija, and all of a sudden, your lineup is set if you're Golden State. So I love that. But if I'm saying at 2, I'm taking LaMelo.
All right, so what should the Warriors do then? Should they keep their pick or trade it? Get your votes in here. Type T for trade or type K for keep. I think you trade down and try and get an extra asset and get the guy, whoever that is, because the Warriors sent out so much smoke as of late. I say trade it and move down a few spots.
I'm 100% with you. They also really like guys like Devin Vassell and Sadiq Bey, and those are guys that you can get at the end of the lottery. So if you really covet a different player that's kind of more established, you can do that.
Adam Weaver with an interesting Warriors super chat. LaMarcus Aldridge and number 11 to the Warriors for number 2. You're saying no.
I'm saying no because you have to give up Wiggins too.
That's right.
And that just doesn't make sense for the Warriors because I think I value Wiggins just as much, if not a little bit more, than LaMarcus Aldridge. And number 2 is way better than number 11. I mean, at 11, sure, you can find a Vassell or a Sadiq Bey, but it's not a game changer.
It's a pretty deep drop-off in terms of like the value talent going from 2 to 11. That's fair.
Exactly. So I think the Warriors say no in this one. Aldridge is actually, he's been healthy, and he's still a good player. I don't think I'm giving up Wiggins and 2 for him, but
is there any trade for LMA that you think could work out for Golden State?
No, because, again, that salary is just so big for next year that it has to be Wiggins or Draymond, but I'm not giving up Draymond for him. So I don't think they do that, but whatever the Warriors do decide to do, whether it's in free agency or trade or in the draft, we're going to have it for you on our Warriors Only channel at youtube.com/WarriorsTV. Go subscribe today.
The NBA draft is almost here, and we're going to be live for every single pick, and we'll have all the picks in before the major networks. And unlike some, ESPN will actually talk about all the draft picks as well. Even that pick 55 overall, we'll discuss it, even if it's someone you haven't heard of before, because we know what you want. You want actual draft pick discussion, not random interviews or whatever. So if you want every single draft pick before the major networks. Hit that big red button and subscribe today. Super chat now from Orlando28. Some Canadian dollars in there. If Harden is traded, which package would you rather have? A package built around Simmons with the 76ers, the Nets package built around Karis LeVert, or a Golden State Warriors one with Wiggins, this year's number 2 pick, and 2021 draft picks?
That one. I would take Golden State's because if you're trading Harden, you're not going win now mode. LeVert is, I don't even think LeVert's as good as, he might be equal to Andrew Wiggins, but if you're adding in the second pick and a first-round pick next year from Minnesota that's probably going to be top 20 again, if not lottery again, you got to do that. I like Ben Simmons. Ben Simmons is by far the best player available on this list, but he's also a little bit more win now. If you're not getting draft picks with that, Houston doesn't have a lot of draft picks for the future anyway. I think you got to do that if you're Houston by taking a young player in Wiggins that can develop, number 2 pick that they could potentially take, an Anthony Edwards, a LaMelo Ball, a James Wiseman, Onyeka Okongwu, and then next year's first from Minnesota.
Okay. From Henry Slattery, Aaron Gordon in pick number 15 for pick number 1.
It's interesting, but I think the Timberwolves still say no. I think they like the fit of going out and getting an Anthony Edwards. I do think Aaron Gordon next to Karl Anthony Towns would be really good, but the Timberwolves also already have the 17th pick, so you kind of have who you want there. They don't really need to move that far down. Maybe if it was Aaron Gordon and insert a wing here, but I don't know who that wing would be for me.
Jonathan Isaac, I don't know.
Yeah, but he's not going to play for a whole
They have
year.
all awkward wings.
Yeah, so I think the Minnesota Timberwolves say no, but it'd be fun for Orlando.
Well, speaking of that number 1 pick, who should it be? Type A for Anthony Edwards, type J for James Wiseman, L for LaMelo Ball. If you think it should be somebody else, just comment for us in the comment section. So get your votes in. Who should be the number 1 pick? All right, David Gonzalez here. The 3-team trades. Let me bear with us here.
Buckle in.
Spurs get Andrew Wiggins, Cam Reddish, and the number 2 pick. Warriors get pick number 6 and LaMarcus Aldridge. And the Atlanta Hawks get DeMar DeRozan and the 11th pick. I think money-wise, that all works.
I think it does too. Spurs say yes, I think.
I think it works for Atlanta. It might be close on there.
Atlanta has so much money that it doesn't
they're
matter.
fine. Okay.
They are full of cap space, so they can take on as much salary as they want. I think the Spurs say yes because you get 2 young players in Wiggins and Reddish.
And the number 2 pick.
And then the number 2 pick, who you can go out and take, I don't know, LaMelo Ball, and he's your new point guard of the future. Warriors move from 2 to 6, and they get their big man in LaMarcus. I don't hate that. Because I think Onyeka Okongwu could be available at 6 and you fill a need, or Deni Avdija and you fill a need there, and you fill a need at big man. Maybe the Hawks are the team.
I don't know if I love the DeMar DeRozan Trae Young pairing, but I think this actually kind of works.
I don't hate this, David.
Yeah,
that's
I
one of the
like
better
this.
3-team trades that I've ever seen. If one team says no, I think it's the Hawks.